When I come 20 miles one way to work from my home every day, I feel like I'm not going to work. I enjoy it.
I think what attracts people to City Café East, we hear a lot. I tell people about y'all all the time because you've got flavor in your food. You know, not salt, not fat, but flavor. We serve what's known as Southern comfort food. A lot of people refer to it possibly as soul food. The North has diners and cafes, but the South typically has what's called meat and three, which means a meat and three sides. And a bread usually comes with that. And sweet tea. Sweet tea in the South. We sell lots of sweet tea here.
I think the big thing that sets City Cafe apart from any other, let's just say meat and threes, would be the personalities that my wife and I bring to customers. We cook an average of 5 different entrees and about 15 different vegetables for you to choose from on a self-serve cafeteria style restaurant. We've been here now 15 years. And City Cafe has been here almost 30 years.
With a lot of advice and prayers and discussion with extended family as to whether to buy this or not, everything just seemed to point to do it, just go for it. So I cried for 3 days and George said, people are gonna eat, Amy, and you know I can cook, so we'll make it work. And we basically kept everything the same, just George added his flavors to green beans and meatloaf and fried chicken, and we just went on from there.
I started cooking with my mother every evening for dinner and ended up enjoying it so much that I made a career out of it. During Thanksgiving one year, I walked into the kitchen and she was putting some rubbed something in our dressing, and I started tearing up, and my mother asked me what was wrong, and I told her, why are we so poor that we have to put Davenport stuffings into our food to make it stretch? And she said, no, that's rubbed sage. That's a seasoning, not our furniture, okay? So that kind of, that got me inspired to want to learn more. Most of what I have as far as my talents and my flavors are the remarkable chefs that I have worked with all my life, that I've learned so much from. And I believe in food with flavor, and so do my customers. So that's what keeps them coming back.
We hear people remember our food, they remember catering events. We've had people say, when my children grow up and get married, I will hire you, George, to cater my child's wedding. And that has come to pass. One day here during lunch, a customer came in and had already come through the line, and as George walked through the dining room, he called him over and he said, do you recognize me? And George was like, no, I'm sorry, I really don't. He said, you catered my wedding years and years and years ago, and people are still talking about the food at our wedding.
My catering is memorable both for flavor and visual senses, because when I do garnishes out of food, and I do squash ducks out of yellow squash and carrots, pretty simple, inexpensive thing, but grandmamas and little kids absolutely love them as little toys. It's the memories that's made for that individual meal. We never let you leave hungry, you know. Tie-dye to bow tie, that's what we do every day.